Hey guys, so you've ever felt like landing clients is this impossible game? Like you're putting in the work, you're posting, you're reaching out, you're making offers, but still getting ghosted? Yeah, I feel you because I've been there. And let me tell you, when I figured out these 6 secrets, things just really changed really fast. And I'm not talking about running crazy ad campaigns or doing cold outreach like a robot. No, I'm talking about the fundamentals that actually make it impossible to fail from a first principles perspective. So let's dive straight into it. So most people sell the features of their service. Like they say things like, oh, I do web design or I offer consulting. But here's the truth, because nobody really cares. What they care about is pain relief. How can you solve their problems? Think about it. People don't buy a gym membership because they love lifting weights. They buy it because they want to feel confident, they want to look good, and they don't want to be, out of breath when they're climbing stairs, for example. So for me, I realized this when I was running my agency. I used to talk about automation, workflows, AI integration, blah, 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 everything, right? Crickets, because people don't care about the features. Then I switch it up. I change it to saying something like, we help businesses close 10 more deals a month without working harder, right? We close 10 more deals a month without manually following up, right? Boom, and people listen. And that's why you gotta ask yourself, right? What's the painful problem that you're trying to solve? Talk about that and not the features. Next, you gotta learn how to simplify everything, right? You ever see a restaurant menu with 200 items? I've been there, right? And it's just so overwhelming, right? And that's how people run their businesses today. Too many offers, too many services, too much clutter. I fell into this trap early on and I was thinking, oh, the more things I offer, I'll get more clients, right? Wrong, because I focused on just one offer for one type of client now with one clear outcome, and everything just became easier. My messaging was clear, my marketing was simple, the objectives and end goals that the clients were looking for were simple, my strategy was simple because now I'm not trying to please 100 people, I'm trying to please one specific niche of clients, and clients actually understood what I did. So what's the one thing that you want to be known for? That's the question you can ask yourself, and how can you keep it simple, right? Always remember, less is more. Okay, the next secret will be on learning how to build a client pipeline. So most people treat client acquisition like speed dating, right? One call and if you don't close it, then move on, right? But that's not how it should be done, right? The thing that I realized was that people buy when they're ready, not when you're ready. Let that sink in for a moment, right? I've had clients come back to me a year after, the first meetup because I kept them warm. I didn't just move on. I nurtured them. How? Through content, through email, through, WhatsApp follow-ups, automations, through adding value to them, right? Staying on their radar, writing actively on LinkedIn, right? People see you and always remember you as that X guy, right? That AI guy, that education guy. They remember you as that person, and when they're ready, they're going to come back to you, right? So most people don't actually close on the first call, and that's completely fine as long as you actually follow up. So if you're not tracking your pipeline, you're basically leaving money on the table. Next up would be to track your numbers, right? So if you don't know how much it costs you to land a client, you're basically not running a business, you're gambling. I used to just guess if things were working. Some months were great, some months sucked, some months bombed. This really lasted until I started tracking the numbers, right? What's your cost per lead? What's your cost per booked call? What's the cost to acquire a client? So once I had these numbers, client acquisition basically became a math game. If I knew I had to spend $1,000 to land a $5,000 client, then I just had to scale. And so the question here is, are you tracking these numbers? And if you're not, then you better start now. And the next point isn't actually a secret, because this one is extremely necessary. Because if you're selling a service, you either need to be an expert or you need to charge enough to hire experts, period. I see so many people winging it, maybe just watching a few YouTube videos, a few YouTube tutorials, and then trying to sell a service that they don't actually understand themselves. So clients can tell, right? And even if you do close the deal and you don't deliver well, you're going to kill your reputation, and you may even kill that relationship that you had with that client or your friend, right? So be real with yourself. Are you actually good at what you do? And if not, either put in the work to master it or partner with people who are, or at the very least be transparent and charge lower rates to your clients, so at least they'll be a bit more forgiving because you're upfront about your skill level. The next thing will be to give yourself time. So let me guess, you probably want to hit $10K, $15K per month yesterday, right? I get it, right? I was the same way, but here's what no one tells you about, right? Business success always takes time. You often overestimate what you can achieve in 1 year and underestimate what you can achieve in 10 years, right? So the people that you look up to today, they've been at it for years, not months, years, right? I remember when I first started, I kept thinking, if I just land this one big client, everything's going to change, my life's going to transform. It does not work like that, right? I've closed my first 7-figure client 3 years ago, and really life just goes on. Success isn't one big win, it's stacking small wins consistently over time. So if you're feeling impatient, it's okay. Take a breather, stay focused, work hard, fail a lot, and keep going. That's the real secret to winning. Just keep pushing forward and don't give up. So this is just a quick recap. So number one, remember to always solve real pains and real problems. Focus on the outcomes and not the features. Number two, to simplify, remember less is more. One offer, one client, and one clear solution. Number three, build a pipeline, right? Don't ghost your leads. Always nurture them. Always follow up with them. We have AI system that helps us follow up with all of our clients, so nobody goes into becoming a ghost lead, right? And number four would be to track your numbers. Treat client acquisition like a numbers game, like a math game, because it is what it is. Next would be to know your stuff or hire people who do. And number six would finally be to be patient and improve yourself 1% every day, one step at a time, because success takes time. Yeah, I think that's all I want to share for today. And if this helped you, drop a comment below with one takeaway. And if you're serious about getting more clients, check out the free resources that I have in my channel. And now go out there and hopefully start closing more sales and deals. Thank you.